Repetition tempo is written out in 4 consecutive numbers, each number representing in seconds how long you should spend during each phase of the repetition. The first number represents the eccentric or negative part of a repetition. The second number represents the end of the negative. The third number represents the positive or the concentric part of the repetition. And the fourth number represents the end of the concentric phase. So while tempo is always written out with the eccentric phase first, not all exercises begin with an eccentric phase. For example, exercises like the squat, push-up, or bench press start with the eccentric or the negative phase and is then followed by the concentric or positive phase. On the other hand, exercises like a pull-up or a row or a bicep curl and even a deadlift are performed with the concentric first and then followed by the eccentric. So in those particular cases, you need to know which phase of the exercise is represented by which number in the tempo. The example that you're seeing in this clip here is a goblet squat being performed at a tempo of 3, 2, x 1. In other words, I lower down for 3 seconds, pause for 2 seconds at the bottom, I come up at a speed that suits me best, and then I pause for 1 second at the top. In this example here, the tempo is more like a 2, 0, 1, 1. So I lower down for 2 seconds, with no pause at the bottom, I come straight back up to the top, and then pause for a second at the top. So the way that the tempo is written out perfectly matches the order in which a squat is performed. Unlike a squat, the bicep curl begins with the concentric phase, so you want to start your count when the dumbbell's in the top position. Here's an example of a bicep curl being performed at a tempo of 3, 1, 1, 1. So that's 3 seconds down, 1 second pause at the bottom, 1 second up to the top, and a 1 second hold in that top position. And this is an example of a slightly faster tempo of 2, 0, 1, 0. So 2 seconds down to the bottom, no pause at the bottom, 1 second up to the top, and no pause in the top position. So remember, tempo is a useful tool to manipulate time under tension and train with real intent and purpose. It's just there as a guideline, you don't have to be too strict about it, but try to stick to it to the best of your abilities.